Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Let's get ready to rumble.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, happy Monday. Well, it's not that happy in the market today. So, as we can see, it's a sell-off. Reds all over across the board, tech companies, and the US 30, S&P 500 going down, opening the session, and it did expand to the downside starting from the Asia session, as we can see. So Asia expanded to the downside. London, another expansion, no sweeps for any of the previous sessions. So it just expansion to the downside. In New York, AM did the same thing. This is Monday, right? So Monday trades. Monday is the day that the market is starting its highs and lows and give us an indication where we headed. It's a very aggressive sell-off. Again, it's about almost 100 points, more than that now, from the opening till now. As we speak, we have Fib levels drawn on the chart, and based on the Fib level with in the New York session, this is what the price action has been respecting. Like, it's getting disrespected at this zero level, and you know, it's a very aggressive push to the downside today, and we'll see if there is an opportunity for us to enter a trade. But it is like a very solid push, almost 11 a.m. We have about a couple hours till we get to the New York PM session. And this is where I might enter in the New York PM, because this will give us an opportunity. The price will go fill in one of these gaps, and then we'll be able to enter and probably get something working here. Yeah, it's this is a very aggressive sell-off. Very aggressive sell-off to the downside. Monday, this Monday, April 21st, is looking a red color, red in color. Ooh, man.
Shut the hell up! Damn!
Yeah, those days, they're very tricky. Monday trades, like I said before, they're not favorite days to trade because the price will be setting the highs and the lows. This will be, we had an entry here like at 10:30, you know, when this price filled that gap and pushed to the downside. But I was waiting for it to go. I did not enter. I was waiting for it to go fill higher gaps, at least these levels here closer to the equilibrium. But the prices, the sell-off is so aggressive that the algo couldn't handle filling these gaps in the equilibrium, even like tapping this gap here at the 23% level, pushing down to the 61. So this is what the prediction is going to happen today. So this is, and we can say, if I I'm right or wrong. So this session was gonna be taken out. So right here, price is gonna take these guys out. Most likely is will push, keep pushing to take those guys out, and it might remain the push till it closed this gap that it was created on the 9th, Wednesday 9th, this gap, because this gap hasn't been closed yet, and probably to tap this gap. So the price will be aggressively pushing to the downside. To have an entry while it's going down this side, we need to wait till it fills any of these gaps, and then we use the Fibonacci retracement level like I've drawn it here in my chart, and based on the fib level we can have an idea when or where to put the stop loss. So we will have an idea where to put the stop loss, because you just don't want to take a trade and not knowing where you're gonna put your stop loss and TP, right? And it's recommended with these setups, the sell-off setups, that you move your stop loss to break even when the price push, because you're gonna be taken out, and nobody wants that feeling, right?
Man, shut your...
So we will see. We'll keep this trade open, and we'll keep this price action moving till we have a gap push filled to the upside. But if we can see is the price selling off aggressively to the downside. And looking at this, even the Fibonacci retracement level, you see that price kind of respecting these levels. It got respected here, and it got respected at this level. So drawing the Fibonacci is the key, because knowing where to draw that fib, and it will make your setup look more simple, and it will make more sense. Right. Let's see if price will push back up higher, and we will continue this profit trend. Hopefully today was going to be a win day. That's what we need. We need a winning Monday to carry on Tuesday. News-wise, the news there, and I've been watching many US market. This is just not, it's not looking good. These tariffs, the market is not reacting. And this is when everybody's like, oh, we're coming back, you know, they put a pause in the tariffs. The market did not come back the way that it was expected to come back. So 10-year treasury, yeah. Gold record high, of course. Gold record high. Shout out to the gold holders and grabbers and takers. So if you see price is respecting my drone on the Fibonacci, the levels You're getting hit. That tells you something, right? It makes you feel good when you draw a fib level and you see the price literally tapping these levels. Stair steps. Not even like to the tick. Something's right, right? When you have these levels getting tapped to the tick, that means that something is right.
They ain't believing us.
Guess who did?
God did.
So it's good. It feels good.
Another one.
When your fib is getting tapped, that means
Got him!
you are doing something right, right? This is the high. This is where the max tap, which is 5,070 and 2 cents and 2 points, sorry, 5070.02. And you know, when if you want to enter from the phone, you can just dial these as TPs, right? So you know, okay, well, my first TP is gonna be like 511969. So this makes it easy too. But the key is, like, look at the change of character that was formed at 9:30. The price pushed down. Yes, it did not sweep. New York AM did not sweep the previous session, right? If it swept it, that will be a valid entry too. Previous day low was here. That's previous week low. But I did not enter here, but this is a valid push to the downside after the Shosh was created. But the entry we did not enter because the previous session was not swept. So to enter this trade on a Monday, this is assuming that the sell-off is there. So if you have the data that the sell-off is there and everything is red, and the price is not going to sweep the previous session. So it doesn't make the sweep all the time. If we can see expansion to the downside from Asia session, followed by expansion to the downside by London session, followed expansion to the downside by New York AM. So by these sell-off push to the downside from the Asia to London to New York, and if you can see here that the change of character formed here did exactly what happened here. So it pushed to the downside and it kept pushing, and the price never tapped higher, even these gaps. So the price was pushing the sell-off. The sellers was way aggressive to the downside in New York and London open, and New York AM filled the gap exactly. Look how beauty that was. This change of character that formed this gap, price filled it, shoshed it, pushed to the downside all the way to these levels that was drawn, as you can see. And you know, I do everything live, man. I don't you know, cap, right? I don't do the recordings, and this is a live price action in front of the audience here. And that's what I'll try to do as much as I can to provide a live stream. All right, so if the buyers start pushing the price up, that doesn't mean, and even if there is a change of character formed to the push to the upside, that there is a reversal sign, it's very tricky and to take a buy in these market conditions. You need to know what you're doing. You can't be just taking buys in these tough market conditions because you're going to get taken out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And if there is a opportunity for a buy or a sell today, so the ideal entry will be selling today. So if we have an opportunity for selling today, we need to wait till the price fill in these gaps. So then you will, like example, it's 11:11 now. We still have about a couple hours till we get the New York PM session. What might happen is price can keep pushing down now, or can start reversing to keep filling these gaps. It takes about probably an hour to do that. And then if the price fill the gap and the New York PM start showing some resistance at the equilibrium level, there's going to be a very solid opportunity to take a sell at that time, targeting sweeping New York AM to the downside. That we're assuming, that we're predicting that New York PM will take New York AM for New York PM to take New York AM till the highs, which is New York PM to do that and sweep to the upside. That require a big major news, especially because there is a lot of sell-off push. So it requires DT, let's go. We're removing all the tariffs and stuff like that, so the market will go ahead and take that in the high highs. But most likely, it's gonna take it to the downside, and we will see. I will do a recap today. I will do a video recap after this day session, like 4:15, when the market closes, and we should have an idea where and what's going on in the market.
Man, shut your...
Yep, that's exactly, like, it's struggling. The price is struggling to go to the upside, man. Buyers, the sellers, look at this. Look at that, S&P 500. The only positive, healthy gainer or earner is Netflix, which just means nothing in these markets. Look, Nvidia, Adobe, Microsoft, Meta, Tesla, they're not liking all the news. They're not liking what Uncle Jerome was talking about and what he said. The fear of uncertainty in the market is very unpredictable. You cannot predict this, and what's going to happen is a sell-off. They're not gonna. You're not going to have a good buyers. Look at this candle, man.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Put that cookie down now!
Yeah, if this price, if it's at least kind of tapped the gap here, that I would have probably got some action to place a trade.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
See if we can take an entry today live, so we can prove the concept here. We don't need to force a trade, but this gap is filled beautifully here. Price filled the gap, created the Shosh reversal, change of character, then pushed to the downside with respecting the Fibonacci levels that was drawn on the chart. Another gap was created here to this side. You can trade gaps. You can trade these gaps and predict the push to the downside since it's a sell. How to trade the gaps? These are sell off gaps, which is 8 short gaps. So you take in sells, we take in shorts. You're not buying here. You just don't buy. You don't buy these push to the upside. Even if there was a change of character was formed here after the sweep. Again, look at the data. Look at the data.
Put that cookie down now!
The data is favoring the market to the downside. About 17. Yeah. Sell off Monday. This is how we're looking news-wise, guys. Yeah, these days you gotta trade with the news open, knowing what's going on. Because if you don't know what's going on, you're gonna be in a very, very deep trouble.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Video is starting. What's going on with the Dow, man? Look at this. Wow. Wow. The Dow did the same thing. Asia expansion to the downside. London did the same expansion here, pushed down. New York was like, okay, let's go ahead and take London out. Barely couldn't take it out. The sell-off was aggressive, and the price continued to push to the downside. This is US 30. This is here the data for US 30. Gaps barely tapped, then again disrespected to the downside.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Ooh. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I'm not gonna enter trades. You know, entering now a trade is like, you know, you're rolling the dice. You don't want to enter now unless, again, there is a gap that's getting filled and a rejection at these levels, especially this gap here. This gap is huge. The price will be attracted to come back to the equilibrium, most likely. But based on the data that's selling off, it's not showing any retracement to the upside. It's just going to continue to push to the downside till it closes these Fibonacci levels. So the prediction is price most likely is going to close at this level here. We will see if I have any good predicting to predict that the price is gonna close at that level.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Man, shut your...
Yep. So that's probably gonna be it for today's live. I just wanted to make sure that we still tap in and connecting to see if there is any entry. If I get a solid entry today in like a couple hours at the New York PM session, I will record that. I will record my entry. Like my last video that I did, I made sure that I recorded the screen, the video, and then I placed the trade, because I don't want to just place a trade and then record a trade that's been placed. So I made sure that I placed the trade live. Watch my last video, guys, to see the proof that the trade was placed prior to the recording, and I didn't even pause it. So the stop loss was placed, the take profit was placed, and the price went and took the TP. This is what we're trying to do. I'm trying to be transparent as much as I can, because I know there's a lot of guys out there that they are not transparent, and I'll make sure that I am, and this channel will provide the transparency, and to make sure that to show everybody that we are cooking some profits. So for now, guys, we can call it this live. We can call it an end, and I will continue with you later on today.